And the news didn't end with the August 5th livestream. Hello everyone, I am Scuttlest, and for a quick update, let me now say that all 5 of Warriors Orochi 4's newcomers have now been revealed. You may recall this image of a figure standing next to Zeus that was revealed some time ago. At the time, I speculated that perhaps it was Poseidon, one of the Greek gods, but in actuality, it is Odin, the head of the Norse mythology, and as Koei hinted some time ago, the one Norse character we're getting in the game. I'm not very familiar with Norse myth, so I wouldn't know if this is a standard design for Odin or if Koei went in a brand new direction with him. But now that we can look at his full design, rather than be pirate-themed as I thought when we first saw a tease of the design, he looks more like a huntsman than anything else. His weapon, which he is smugly sitting on in this render, is the Gungnir Lance, Odin's own personal lance from Norse myth. For the story, Odin is a survivor of Ragnarok, a cataclysmic battle in Norse myth that leads to the death of many major Norse gods. In the Orochi story, Odin manages to survive the battle, and his survival gives him a strong motivation for power. Perhaps this story is the reason why Odin is the only Norse deity on the roster? Maybe all the other Norse gods and goddesses were killed in Ragnarok? His relationship with Zeus and the Greek gods is also currently unknown, though him being right by Zeus in the image that teased him could be taken as a hint that he and Zeus are allies. Considering his desire for power, and his rather villainous look, I think it can be safely assumed that he's one of the antagonists of the story. Also, now that we have Odin here, I wonder if perhaps Sleipnir, Odin's 8-legged horse, might be a mount in the game. Maybe, maybe not. Moving on, the 5th and final newcomer is a character I speculated on the inclusion of before. Meet Ares, the Greek god of war. Ultimately, the represented Olympians is just Zeus, Athena, and Ares. There were some other Greek gods I would have enjoyed seeing, like Hephaestus or Aphrodite, but oh well, maybe they'll get their shots in an expansion. The new faction, Warriors Orochi, appears to be just 3 people, disregarding any generic officers and whatnot. Considering their respective domains, I assume we have Zeus as the faction leader, Athena as the strategist, and Ares as the muscle. They may or may not have Odin in league with them as a 4th character, but nothing is confirmed there just yet. If Odin is with them, I'll hazard a guess and assume that he's the Starscream of the group. I'll also take note of Ares' weapon. He seems to have either dragon heads or hydra heads on the end of some kind of polearm. You can also see in the screenshot that the things are still full well capable of breathing fire. Him using severed heads as weapons fits into the brutality of the god of war who reveled in bloodshed and indiscriminate violence. With Ares and Odin, all 5 of the newcomers have been revealed, creating a roster of 169 characters, with presumably Diamondback to be our 170th character, but since he's both a pre-existing character, as well as just barely above the status of a generic officer, they may choose to be fairly quiet about announcing his playability. And with that, we'll be wrapping up this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.